Hey guys, it's Mike. Joseph mentioned a couple of you had some questions about DiSC, so I'm going to run through a quick refresher course super fast, right? Remember, DiSC is a behavioral styles profile, so this is not a thought process, this is not a mental game, this is how people actually behave. And on the vertical axis, we have fast-paced and more methodical. All right, if you're a super high D like me, you call that slow, but it's methodical, detailed. And on the left-right axis, we have task-oriented and people-focused. Okay, so where it lays out is E, which is driver, our fast-paced, task-oriented people. You guys know me, that's me. Like, I don't really care what you did on the weekend. What I want to know is, did you get work done today? Or are you kind of beating around the bush and not getting that stuff done? Fast-paced, people-oriented people are high I's, so D's driver. I is interactive. So they like to be, I perceive them as really being in your face, want to know a bunch of stuff about you and sharing a bunch of stuff about them that, if you're ID, you don't necessarily need to know. But fast-paced, people-focused, both sides, right? D and I, on the fast-paced world, we're not overly concerned about detail. So you might hear us say that they're plate spinners, they're good starters, all that kind of stuff. We like to get a lot of ideas out in the world, but we're not necessarily great at making sure they get implemented. So people that are more methodical are S's for steady. These are the right people to write processes and systems for you because they think logically A, B, C, D, whereas I might think here's A and there's Z and go figure out how to get there. S's will go through all the steps. They're really tuned in to how other people will perceive the message, and so they'll take the time and have the patience to actually educate somebody on what it is that task is. For me, not having any S, literally, on a 1 to 100 scale, I'm a 3 on an S. But what I know is it's critically important for me to know somebody on our team, and I can say, hey, here's the task we're trying to get done. How do you see this happening? And as long as I get the hell out of the way, they will actually give me all the steps, and that's what they're good at. So that's a super high value thing for S's. Also, the best sales closing question in the world. It's a high S question, and that question is, what would you like to do next? So remember that too. The last category is C, and I can honestly never remember what C stands for. It's conscientious. It's a version of conscientious. So C's are task-oriented, detail-focused people. Accountants, kind of, we see as a stereotypical C. The challenge when you talk about C's is they'd often rather be accurate than correct. So I'll give you 17 decimal points of pi, but I may not be exactly accurate on which 17 those are. I'm just going to convince you that I'm right. So down and dirty, quick reminder, fast-paced, task-oriented, of course, is the best profile, because that's what I am. But they're about 10% of the population. Remember this when you're thinking and using this for sales or whatever. I's are 25-ish%, S's are 30 to 35%, and C's are, I guess, the other 25 to 30%. Right? So remember this, talk to them in their style, when you're leading them, when you're training them, when you're selling to them. Fast-paced, methodical, task-oriented, people-oriented. Most people, all people will fall in one of those categories, right? So if you have any other questions, drop an email, text me, ask your coach, whatever, and we'll get you up to speed on that as well. Peace out.